Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our loot videos for our 200 run series part 2. And this time we are going to be going over the Old Kingdom. It's got like a long name in the front of it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but yeah, the Old Kingdom is a wrath farm. It's supposed to be, according to Wowhead, it's the only other dungeon that actually drops the Astral Light Bow, other than Ahn'Kahet Keep. Maybe due to the level thing, because it's one of the lower end dungeons, just like Ahn'Kahet Keep is. And then we also did Shadow Labs, which was our best dungeon, kind of tied with Shattered Halls, but it was the first best dungeon that we had last series. So I was hoping it was going to be a good this time around. I feel like our RNG has been a little bit worse with some of these dungeons this time versus the series 1. But that is kind of how RNG goes, right? I mean, we may actually have better luck on some of the ones we didn't do so lucky in last time. It's just all depends. But we still got some good stuff, I feel. So it's really going to be great to go over and see what we got this time around versus last time around. Just, kind of, to clue you in compared to what we got last time with Shadow Labs. We got like 5 epic drops. We never did Old Kingdom, so that's going to actually be new. We did Ahn'Kahet Keep, we did like Gundrak, and we did Lightning Halls, but I'm looking to maybe throw in some more raft farms. I really want to get the Astral Light, but it'll probably be a little while because I feel like we got a lot from Old Kingdom this time, so it'll be a little while before we need to step back into Wrath. But anyway, guys, before I get into the bank alts and everything and see what all we got from doing 200 runs of Old Kingdom and 200 runs of Shadow Labs, yes, we did do both, and we will be doing each farm again. So instead of splitting up and just doing the realms each time, we'll be doing the 200 runs of Old Kingdom first, and then we'll do the 200 runs of Shadow Labs. If you do like these videos, please do smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also helps out the channel, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Well, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and get to our first bank alt. We'll look, like I said, at Old Kingdom first. We'll do 100 runs that will be going to Proudmoore, then 100 runs they'll be going to Thrall to complete the 200 runs, and then we'll do the same thing with Shadow Labs. So here we go. Going to Proudmoore, let's go ahead and take a look and see what they got for their 100 runs portion of the farming. And then, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Like I said, we got one full tab here. Well, 2 full tabs, and then we've got our other high value stuff and everything in the 3rd tab here. So going to really be stocking up the auction house with a lot of stuff. Wrath items don't seem to sell the fastest. Some items sell better than others, but we have, I personally have seen some Wrath stuff selling here recently, so hoping it will actually give us some increased sales this week coming up. If not, though, it definitely helps out having that variety up, just like we do WOD and everything else. So starting out, we'll start off with the low value stuff. Since there is 2 tabs, I'm going to try to speed through this sort of like I did last time when we had a whole bunch of stuff. So really won't be going into values too much with the low value stuff, but then we'll slow down when we get to the high value stuff. But anyway, Tonka legs we got here. We've also got Vile Prey leggings. We've got Bold Rune, and then we've got Hellgrind Greaves. We've got Muradin boots. We've got Orca pieces. We've got Amber Pine pieces. Grizzle Maw, that's actually one you see a lot with Wrath. So Grizzle Maw, I do feel like some of these items were a little bit different from maybe what we were getting from Ahn'Kahet Keep, but it may be all the same, I'm not sure. But Bristle Pine, we got Amber Pine. We've also got Hellgrind, we've got Amber Pine again, we've got Orca, Trapper pieces, we've got Grizzle Maw, we've got Blue Nailed claws here. Actually, maybe we'll slow down a little bit with the weapons. We got Peak Great Staff, we got Shimmering Saber here, we've got a Peak Club, Darkened Scepter, we got Moonlit Katana here, Shivery Wand, we've got a few of those, and then we've got back to the Amber Pine Girdle here. We've got Voldrune legs, we've got Orca legs, probably about the same amount, same stuff here. Bloodmar, we've got Trapper, Tonka, Hellgrind, we've got Bloodmar again, Amber Pine, we've got Grizzlemall, Bloodmar. So Bloodmar, Grizzlemall, you're seeing that a lot. You're seeing Amber Pine a lot, Orca stuff, Darkened Scepter, Spike Tirage. Now the shields are usually really great. Actually, this one though only has a 0.001 sell rate. Grizzlemall once again. We've got Blister, Bristle Pine once again, Orca, Vaulted Mace here for 12,000. We've got Glove Talons here. We've got Peak Club. I mean, you see really low sell rate. Some of the stuff a little bit better. Ebony Dagger. This one does have a 0.003 sell rate. Snowbolt Ripper here. We've got Grizzlemall, Illuminated Scepter, and then Snowbolt again. And then here we actually got our low value blue items. I had to kind of squeeze it in here. A Great Helm of the Unyielding Bull here for 7,900. We got Grips of the Valiant Champion for 6,400. Girdle of the Howling Berserker at 12,000. And then we've got a ring here, which we'll just try to get for 1,000 gold. And then just like all the other raft farms, seems to be like one or two, maybe I think like Lightning Halls had 3 specific blue items that always seem to drop, a bunch of them. But there's always usually like one that actually has a decent value, which this time is these shoulders here. Spore Tendril Spoilers, 9,000 gold, still a 0.001 sell rate. We did get a lot more than this, but I decided to only keep 15 of them. We had like, you know, well over 20 of them, but I just vendored those. I felt like 15 is more than enough. There's no need to keep all those. So anyway, going on to the more exciting items here, are high value stuff. We've got the Dragon Flayer Hatchet for 76,000. Actually, I just recently sold one of these for a decent amount. So this one definitely is a pretty nice one. It's a unique item as well. Mummified Paw here. This one is 24,000. Bunch of shared appearances. It is kind of nice to see this has actually dropped down to a reasonable price, so maybe it will actually sell. It was back last series when we were doing Drag Theory and Keep. I remember this dropping, it was like valued at like 500,000. So it looks to be more within its, you know, value range here. We got the Kamago shield. Hopefully I said that right. 41,000 is unique. Surprised it does only have a 0.001 sell rate though. We've got 2 of those. We've got the Strapped Heater Shield, unique as well, 35,000, 0.002 sell rate. We have the Trapper Helm here, 37,000. Does have a bunch of shared appearances though, 0.002. We've got the Grizzlemall shoulders here for almost 29,000, 0.001, bunch of shared appearances. We've got the Trapper shoulders here for 25,000, 0.003, but again, a lot of shared appearances on that one. Tonka belt for 49,000. Don't see a sell rate. Has 2 other shared appearances. We have the Grizzlemall legs for almost 42,000, 0.001 shared appearances once again. And then we have Amber Pine boots here for almost 23,000. We have the Winged Axe. Does only have 1 shared appearance with the blue item there, 48,000, but still only 0.001 sell rate. Bone Plate Axe, again, only 1 shared appearance, 54,000. We've got 2 of those. And then we got the Promise Staff here, 35,000, not unique. We have the Dragon's Rip Sword here, only 1 shared appearance, 47,000. And then we have Tempered Steel Blade, only 1 shared appearance, 64,000, 0.003. The Iron Molded Fist for 61,000, 1 shared appearance. We have the Pine Needle Staff, not unique at all, 45,000. We also have the Segmenting Broad Axe, a bunch of shared appearances, and 43,000, 0.001. Actually, I have 2 of those. Jester Stick, again, not unique, 39,000. Couple of those, and Adorned Broadsword, 31,000, 0.001, and a bunch of shared appearances. Troll Chopper, now this one is unique, 40,000, 0.003 sell rate. We also have the Beat Axe, unique as well, 49,000. We have a Bone Cleaver here for 26,000, 0.005 sell rate, also unique as well. And we have 2 of those. Tongue Tundra's Edge, unique, 64, almost 65,000.001. Actually, I have 3 of those. And the Furbog Trutchen, only 1 shared appearance and 24,000.003 sell rate, and we have 2 of those. And then over here is the items that are over like 100,000. I did separate those just because you know how much more valuable they are, and I did separate the ones that probably are overinflated right here. Some of these may be as well, but these definitely are, because these are like unique or only have 1 shared appearance. So we have the Serrated Maul here for 117,000. I do believe I've sold this one not too long ago as well, and for a decent value. So it does have 1 shared appearance though, and we've actually got 3 of those. We've got the Grizzly Glaive here, unique, 99,000.002 sell rate. Actually have 2 of those. We have this Palisade Crossbow. Now this is probably overvalued, but it is a unique item. It says it's valued at 3.5 million and it's 0.006 sell rate. I highly doubt it's going to go for 3.5 million, as Astral Lipo, the one thing we aim for, is not even valued at that. And I'm sure this is not true value on that, but it still should go for somewhat a decent amount, like somewhere maybe around 50 to 100,000 gold, I would think, with it being unique. And yeah, so hopefully we can see it sell somewhere around that range. Anyway, Horned Crossbow, also unique, same thing as the Palisade Crossbow here. This one is valued at 4.5 million, 0.005 sell rate. And again, I don't believe it has that value of over 4 million, but it still should give us somewhat decent amount of gold because of it being unique. And I mean, we still did only get 1, where we got multiples of some of these other items that are, you know, valued somewhere around that 50,000, 100,000 range. So I would think that we can maybe get that. Anyway, the Yielding Bow here does have 1 sheared appearance, 250,000.002 sell rate. We also have the Frosted Steel Mallet, has 1 shared appearance, 335,000.002 sell rate. Also, this one I've, you know, lowered down to try to sell, and I have actually gotten somewhere around 50 or 70,000 for it. So maybe not the 335,000, but you can make a decent amount with it. Now these are, I'm sure, overinflated. They have a bunch of shared appearances, and I doubt they'll go for that much. Twin Edge Stiletto, 105,000.004 sell rate, has 3 other shared appearances, so I don't really see it going for that much. It does have a 0.004 sell rate though, so I could be wrong. We also have the Melting Ice Staff here, 3 other shared appearances, 110,000. And then the Noisy Blaster, which has a ton of shared appearances, 271,000 at a 0.003 sell rate. Now this one I actually have sold in the past, I know, and I think I've gotten like 30 to 50,000 for it in the past. So people will still buy it, but with it having that many shared appearances, it may be somebody just trying to get that ID to fill in all the things. But I doubt they'll pay almost 300,000 for it, seeing that some of the other ones will not go for that much. But anyway, moving on, we've got our high value blue items here. We've got the Branch of Sinful Reprieve here for 25,000. We also have Banner Slicer here for 63,000. This one is unique. Also, this does have 1 shared appearance with an epic, it looks like. Then we have our patterns that we get from actually having Northern Tailoring. So you do have to have tailoring in order to get these. This is why I was using my level 71 druids to actually farm these, because they have tailoring, whereas my 61s do not. And we got 4 of them. So we got the pattern for the Red Lumberjack shirt for 106,000.003 sell rate. We've got the pattern for the Blue Lumberjack shirt for 79,000.006. And then the pattern for the Blue Lumberjack again, actually 3 of those. So we got 3 of the blue ones. Recently, the patterns have actually been selling quite well for me. I've been getting somewhere between like 30 to 60,000 gold for them. Whereas before they were only selling for about 10,000 gold, which is a big upgrade. Now, of course, their values are a lot higher. They've always been like that, but I've never been, known them to actually sell for a decent value. But here recently, it seems like they have been. So that's another big thing we go for, is getting those patterns though, because they are a consistent seller. Even when I was only getting like 10,000 for them, they're pretty consistent, so it's still really nice. And it's just something extra you get just for having that profession, right? And then this is the items that I got out of the lock boxes, just 4, and they're just low value. Westguard legs here, and then we've got the Dinge cleaver here. We also got the Reeking battle axe. Only has 1 shared appearance, so maybe not too bad, even though it's a low value piece. And then the Patient harpoon here, also only 1 shared appearance, 10,000 gold for that one. So actually not a bad amount of gold. All right, guys, so now over here on Raw, let's take a look at what they got for their 100 runs of Old Kingdom to complete the 200 runs. So we again got 1 full tab of items for low value. We got almost another tab, so RNG played a little bit different here. Got a little bit less on the low value side of things, and then our high value stuff. So actually it looks like maybe we got a little bit more with the lower range high value stuff, maybe actually a little bit less with the high value stuff, because I feel like they had like almost, you know, like a row and a half here. So yeah, maybe, but they did get a lot more patterns, so definitely got, you know, came out a lot better with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and quickly go through the low value stuff. Should be a lot of the similar, you know, similar items, but maybe some things that will, you know, scan over there a little bit different. But yeah, Volrune, what is it? Bloodmar, whatever, Bloodmar, yeah. Grizzlemaw, we have Hellgrind, Grizzlemaw once again, Trapper, we've got Vile Prey, Bristle Pine, Vile Prey once again. And just do this, just trying to get an idea when we see these things in the mailbox in the cleanouts, that, you know, maybe where they came from, even though half the time I still forget. But Ice Mist Mantle, we have Ember Pine chest here, we have Bloodmar bracers, Illuminated Scepter, we have a Peaked Club, we also have a Chopping Wide Blade. Now this is actually almost high value, 19,000 for that one. Don't see a sell rate, only has 2 other shared appearances, so may not be bad. Illuminated Scepter, Shivery Wand, we've got Polished Orb, Moonlit Katana, we have Grizzlemaw Helm here, Bristlepine Helm, we have Vile Prey Hood, we have Vile Prey, we have Spider Claw, we also have a Cleft Edge Hammer, only 1 shared appearance, not bad sell rate actually, 7,000.607, really not bad. Burning Battle Axe, 9,700, Chopping Wide Blade once again. And then we have our rest of our low value stuff here. Again, just the same stuff. Trapper, Hellgrind, Caribou, that's how I say it. Boots, they're actually not bad, 0.003 sell rate. Ice Mist Slippers, we have Tonka, we have Bloodmar, we have Hellgrind, Caribou once again, Grizzlemaw, Amber Pine, we have Grizzlemaw, Amber Pine, Shivery Wand, Bloodmar, and then we have those blue shoulders here. Actually, it looks like it only kept 10 over here, so I kept 15 over there, 10 over there. I may actually get rid of 5 over there. I may not even need that many. So anyway, then we've got actually some low value blues here. We've got the Shimmer Steel Hood here for 6,100, 0.003 sell rate. We got the leggings of the Aquatious Dissolution for 14,000, 0.001 sell rate. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. We also have the leggings of the Water Moccasin for 8,400, 0.002. And then the grips of the Valiant Champion, 6,400, 0.003. And none of those are unique. We also did get 2 of the Damaged Necklace here, and I have actually sold these in the past. They actually have a really high sell rate, 7,700 at 0.018 sell rate, so really nice there. Actually, because I ran out of room on my high value side with the way I was organizing it, I did actually put the lockbox stuff here. We only had 2 items this time versus 4 on the other one. We got the Suede Cloak here, 10,000.002 sell rate, and then we've got a Carnivore Cone Staff, 26,000, actually high value range here, 0.002 sell rate, and it does look like it has 1 shared appearance there. It kind of looks at first like 2, but the one that shares with they're named the same there with an epic. Anyway, here is our high value stuff. So we've got the Frosty Talon here, 48,000. We got mummified paws, 2 of those, 24,000. We've got an evergreen branch. We didn't have one of those over there, 52,000.001 sell rate. And I have actually sold these in the past for a decent value, though it has a very slow sell rate. Spoke shield here for 48,000.002 sell rate, unique item. Also, the evergreen branch does share has one shared appearance, but I have actually, like I said, sold it before. So was this? No, this was not unique. Then we have the strap heater shield, unique, 35,000.002 sell rate. Actually have 2 of those. The Vicryl shield here, 47,000.001, one shared appearance. Trapper helm, 37,000. We have the Grizzle shoulders here for 28,000. And not really going to sell rate. We've already went over these over there. We actually have 5 of those. We got the Trapper shoulder guards, 25,000. Have 2 of those. We have the Tonka belt, 49,000. 2 over here. We had 1 over there. Grizzle legs, 41, almost 42,000. 6 over here versus 4 over there. We have the Amberpine greaves here for 22,000. 1 on both realm. Lace trim cloak has 1 shared appearance, 28,000. Didn't get one of these over there, so that is different. We have the inelegant musket for 41,000. Bunch of shared appearances though, only 1 over here. We got the rugged pole arm here. This is unique, 60,000.007 cell rate. Actually, really nice cell rate. Unfortunately, we did only get this over here, not on Proudmoore. Grizzly glaive here, sorry, a unique item. We got 3 over here, looks like, and 2 over there. Why is it 3? I don't see another one here. It says we have 3. Where's the... Oh, we got them over here for some reason. I don't know why I put them over here, but it's yeah. So these actually should be moved over here. Unfortunately, that's going... Well, maybe it was actually, I was supposed to put this over here. I think what it was is because this is almost 100,000, so that's why it was meant to go over here actually. So anyway, moving on. Bone plate axe, 54,000. Have 1 over here where we had 2 over there. Promise staff, we have 2 here versus 1 over there, 35,000. We also have the unusual staff here for 29,000. Only 1 here actually, but has a bunch of shared appearances, so not too much hope on that, but it is kind of low in value, so maybe it'll still sell. We have the shark fin blade here, only 1 over here, 54,000.001 sell rate, only has 1 shared appearance. We also have the iron molded fists, 1 shared appearance, 61,000, 1 on both realms. Segmenting broad axe here for 43,000, 2 on both realms. We have the jester stick for 39,000, 1 over here versus 2 over there. We have the Dorn broadsword, 31,000.001 sell rate, 2 over here versus 1 over there. Disc axe for 38,000, unique, and we only have 1 on this realm. Beaked axe, we have 5 over here versus 1 over there. This is unique, and it's 49,000, almost 50,000 actually. Then we have the Tundra's edge here for 64,000.001 sell rate. Unique item, only 1 here versus 3 over there. And then we have the Frosty Talon. So we actually had 3 of those. 48,000. Now, we didn't actually have one of these over on the other realm, so we can trade one of these over. Although it does have a bunch of shared appearances, we still want to spread it out to give us the best chance to sell it and sell it for as much as we can. So anyway, we already went over the Grizzly Glaive. We got 3 of those. We have the Ahn'Kahet long spear here. It's a unique item for 229,000.005 sell rate. Frosted Steel Mallet does have 1 shared appearance. Again, we already went over this because we have 1 over on the other realm. We actually have 2 here. Serrated Maul here. Also have 1 here. We had 3 over on the other realm. 117,000. Palisade crossbow. We have 1 on both realms. This is that one that's 3.5 million. Again, that's why I don't believe that value, because I mean, we got 1 on both, and if it was really that rare where it's that high, I mean, that's like rare, like super rare, you know, value right there. So it's like no way that's that valuable. But still, maybe able to get somewhere between 50 to 100,000 for it, hopefully, with it being unique and everything. But anyway, moving on to the items that I definitely believe are overinflated. We've got the twin edge stiletto, which we already went over there. It's 105,000. We got 2 here versus 1 there. Melting ice staff, 110,000 to here, one there, and that was it. So we have our high value blues. Again, we got the branch of the sinful reprieve here, one on both realms. Didn't mean to get that out yet, but anyway, once again, it's 25,000. And then we've got our patterns to kind of conclude our runs with Old Kingdom. We've got the pattern for the blue workman's shirt, 98,000.008 sell rate. Blue workman's shirt, once again, got two of those, so we can trade one of those over. We also have the pattern for the green lumberjack shirt for 106,000. Have two of those as well, 0.008 sell rate. We also have the blue lumberjack shirt, which we have on both realms now, 79,000, 0.006. And then we have the red lumberjack shirt, one on each realm, 106,000, 0.003 sell rate. And then the red workman's shirt, 99, right below 100,000 by 1 gold, 0.004 sell rate. I feel like here recently too, the blue and green ones have been selling the best for me as far as value and everything else, where the red ones still are kind of selling low when they sell, but that may just be me. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish up Old Kingdom. Let's see what we got for Shadow Labs. All right, guys, so back to Proudmoore, but this time is for our other dungeon that we did 200 runs of, Shadow Labs. Again, when we did it for the first part of the 200 run series, we ended up getting 5 epics, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but compared to the other dungeons, it was the best, you know. So it was a pretty good amount. Let's take a look, see how well we did for the first 100 runs. And this is all we got. It's pretty empty, as you can tell. But, you know, hey, it was still worth a try to see if we could come back and get what we got the first time. And we do still have one more bank tune to check out to see how well they did. So first off here, we've got some low value greens. It's not a whole bunch. It's not like ramparts. I mean, ramparts is really where you want to stack up those greens. And some of the other dungeons are pretty good for that too. But ramparts is probably usually the best one. That's why we did that one first. But anyway, starting out here, we got the orc flatbow. Has 2 other shared appearances, 10,000, 0.002 sell rate. We also have the slave master axe here for 51,000, 0.003 sell rate. We have the ghostly battle axe, actually unique, 5,900, 0.006 sell rate. Stuff does have some really nice sell rates, actually. This one was actually unique as well. We actually got 3 of those. We have the Boulder Fist Claymore, one other shared appearance, 7,600, 0.005 sell rate. So decent sell rates on all those pieces, even though they're low value. We got some blue patterns here. Jewel crafting design here, right below 5,000, but 0.006 sell rate. We also have design for the braided Eternium chain for 6,300, 0.010 sell rate. So really nice sell rate on that one. We have the schematic for the power amplification goggles. I sell these all the time. Now, again, it's low value, but with consistent sales is still really nice. 9,800 at 0.017 sell rate. Some green patterns here. We got the schematic for the crashing thrashing robot at almost high value. It's 19,593, 0.009 sell rate. We also have a recipe for destruction potion for 9,700 at a 0.006 sell rate. Then we have the formula for enchant boots vitality for 15,000, 0.004 sell rate. Then we've got our epics here. So really, I'm only counting one of these, but we did get 2 epic drops. Unfortunately, one of our epic drops were wasted on this ring here. Band of impenetrable defenses. It says it's 19,000, but we're just really going to probably try to get like 1,000 gold for it. Then we have the pattern for the thick nether scale breastplate for 90, right below 100,000 at 0.006 sell rate. And actually we just sold one of these recently, but for a very low amount. Anyway, we also got our items out of our lockboxes. We got another 4 on this realm. And this time we got the Denge Cleaver, which you may recognize from the lockboxes we opened up for Old Kingdom, because this is actually a Wrath item. And you do, it's so funny because you also get the Froststeel lockboxes doing these Outland farms. So anyway, that is that. It is unique though, 11,000. The rest of these are from Outland. So Bone Chewer boots here for 5,100, 0.007. Skittish curved blade here for 5,000, 0.008. And then we got the bleeding eye here, not unique, and it's 5,600 at 0.003. And then on top of that, we also do get a bunch of materials. So we got the reputation pieces here, Marks of Sargeras, and we did actually keep all of them this time. And it looks like, can I see both realms? Yeah, it looks like we ended up with over 10,000 of them. So that's quite a bit. And then we also get things like, here we even got some Primal Fire, because we were also mining in there. We also got some Primal Nether. We've got some Eternium bars. We got some Corium bars. We got some hardened Adamantite bars. We got some Adamantite bars. We also got the Fell Armaments. So that should, you know, help us get some gold. We also got some, you know, jewels here that we can try to sell and get a little bit of gold. But definitely the Corium should help out the Eternium, things like that. I mean, the Corium bars are 529 gold a piece. So not bad at all. I also have, oh, I missed the item here. So we had a sporting rifle. Somehow that got missed. My bad, guys. So we did actually have a high value green item here. I'll just put it right there. The sporting rifle, 52,000.002 cell rate. It is unique as well. So hopefully we can get a little something out of that one. Don't know how I missed that. All right, guys. So here now on Thrall for Shadow Labs to finish out the 200 runs. Let's see what all we got from doing 200 runs of it. And a little bit more, actually. They did a little bit better. Still looks like only one epic, so that means in total, even if we count the ring, that's only 3, so we're 2 short from what we got last time. Though still not the worst we've seen, because we've seen where we've only gotten 1 sometimes, and majority of the Outlands dungeons only gave us 2. So anyway, let's start out here. We did get a lot more the low value stuff. We got the purification staff, got actually 3 or 4 of those, 50 almost 5,500 at 0.004 cell rate. Does have 1 shared appearance. Orc flatbow, we got 2 of those, 11,000. We also have a Hellfire War Spear here, does have 1 shared appearance with the Bone Chewer for 5,200, 0.001 cell rate though. Got 2 of those. Slave Master Axe, unique, 5,100, 0.003 cell rate. Got 2 of those. The Ghostly Battle Axe, unique, 5,900, 0.006. We also got the Nether Steel Claymore here. Does have 1 shared appearance, 8,800 at 0.018 cell rate though. Very, very high cell rate. So hopefully we can still sell that one. We've got the Boulder Fist Claymore here. Has 1 shared appearance at 7,600, 0.005 cell rate. Actually have 2 of those. And then the Dranathus Mallet here, unique, 9,600 at 0.004 cell rate. Our blue patterns here, we got the pattern for the Unyielding Bracers here for 8,800, 0.007. We got jewel crafting pattern here for 7,600, 0.003. Design for the Delicate Eternium Ring for 7,500, 0.008. We also have the design for the Heavy Felsteel Ring at 6,200, 0.003. Schematic for the Healing Potion Injector, right below 5,000, but look at that cell rate, 0.017 cell rate. So that's why I still kept it. We also have a schematic for the Purple Smoke Flare. Now these I've sold a lot of, so definitely a good one to keep here, even though it's low value, 12,000, 0.016 cell rate. Recipe for the Elixir of Major Mage Blood, 7,500, 0.011 cell rate. Recipe for Elixir of the Searching Eye for 8,400, 0.008. And then we have our high value blue items. So still another pattern, but it's high value, so I'll put it over here. Actually I had it marked for low value, so maybe still needs to go in low value, but it just went up. 22,000, 0.006 cell rate for these pattern for the Black Strike Bracers. And then we have 2 Staffs of Divine Infusion at 23,000, 0.008 cell rate. And I've actually sold these quite a lot. So yeah, definitely a good one to get for a quick sell. Then our 1 epic. It wasn't actually a pattern. It's actually an item here. We got the Blink Strike here. 81,000, 0.006 cell rate. Does look like it does have 1 shared appearance. But yeah, hopefully we can still see a good sell off of that one. And then our lockbox. Definitely got a lot more this time out of the lockboxes with this one. So we got the Northman's Shield here, 10,000. We also have the Bone Chewer bands here, unique, 13,000, 0.004. We have the Unyielding Foot Wraps, 2 shared appearance, 6,000, 0.002. Bone Chewer boots here, 2 shared appearances, 5100.007. Silver Moon Royal Cloak, unique item, 5400.004. We have the Breastplate of Blade Turning, 1 shared appearance, right below 5000.006 sell rate. And then we actually got some high value pieces. So we got the Green Hiller's Garb here for 29,000, a couple shared appearances. Sash of Silent Blades, 24,000.003. Leggings of Concentrated Darkness for 53,000.004 sell rate. Now this one has a lot of shared appearances, and with one that's really easy to get, which is really cheap to get those black mage weave leggings to get this one, but this one still sells rather well, surprisingly. So I've sold a lot of these in the past, so it doesn't always mean with having a bunch of shared appearances it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell well, because this one does. But yeah, 53,000.004 sell rate. And then the Bone Chewer Ripped Leggings, unique item, 36,000.001 sell rate. But yeah, guys, again, we also do have the Marcus Argyris, we have the Corium, we have the Adamantite, and the jewels and things, and the Fell Armaments to kind of help us get some extra gold as well. This one did make out a little bit better with at least stocking up some other items other than just the epics. Unfortunately, no 5 epic drops this time around. Maybe we'll get luckier when we, hit some of the other ones that we were a little unluckier in last time. So, but anyway, guys, that's really going to probably wrap it up. I mean, did 200 runs of Old Kingdom and 200 runs of Shadow Labs. Still quite happy with the results, even though would have hoped for more epics this time. But yeah, they can't all be winners, right? So anyway, if you guys did still enjoy this, please do smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it and helps out the channel. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Like the next one, which is going to be Sunken Temple and Dire Maul North. Have to see if we can get some more of those patterns from Dire Maul North, and have to see if we can get some of those nice specific blues out of Sunken Temple. But anyway, guys, until next time, I hope to see you all in the next video and sometime live on Twitch. Take care, guys.